And hello, good afternoon. How are you? Well, it's not afternoon yet. Good morning. It's almost afternoon. How are you doing? Hopefully, you're doing great. We've got lots of sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful day. It is going to be the coolest day over the next 7. I think from here we have a little bit of a warming trend. We'll have a frontal boundary on Sunday, but at this point, I don't think it's going to make it cooler than today. Highs in the 70s on Sunday and Saturday, and then next week I think highs will be in the 70s as well. So really nice weather for the most part. Okay, let's talk about this first. White Christmas. Here in a given year, I think our percentage is like 2 to 3% chance. Pretty slim, right? Uh, if you go from like Kansas to Missouri, closer to like a 10 to 15%, and then it becomes a 50-50 shot really quick. I mean, like from southern Missouri into Iowa, big difference on the percentage chance that you're going to have a white Christmas. Now, how about this year? Well, we've got a big upper level ridge that's going to be across the southern part of the country, and I think that's going to really limit the white Christmas. Maybe Great Lakes, northern portions of New England, and the Mountain West. And I think that's going to be the only place that you'll see a white Christmas. So if I had to take a pick, if I really wanted a white Christmas and I had to take a pick of any place, maybe, and I'm not even sure if Denver, I don't think Denver really counts. You'd have to go to like Breckenridge or one of the resorts in Colorado. That's probably the closest place. Or maybe somewhere in Green Bay. How about Green Bay, Wisconsin? How about that? Or Buffalo, New York. You're probably sure to see some snow there in Buffalo, New York. Why will we be limited this year? Well, take a look at this. This is from the Climate Prediction Center. And when you look at the weather maps in the future, you'll see just a big, huge ridge, almost like a summer-like ridge, but it's, of course, in winter. But look at all the real estate where temperatures are expected to be above average. I mean, the whole country, basically. The Pacific Northwest, maybe average or a little bit below average. Same thing for New England. Other than that, it looks like it's going to be a warmer than average Christmas. And for here, it sure will be. And I'll talk about those temperatures here in just a second. Low this morning, we got down to 41. And the temperature now 61. So since, let's say, 7:30, let's say 4 hours and about 15 minutes, we've climbed 20 degrees. It's pretty good, pretty quick, steep jump. Record low 18, set back in 1996, 82 in 2012. For the rest of the day today, I'm thinking 69 for a high. We're again now in the lower 60s, so 63 at noon, 69 will probably be the high. Lots of sunshine, really nice. If you're going out somewhere tonight, it's Friday night, it'll be clear. Weather's going to be nice, but take the jacket because it will definitely be cool. Let's take a look at some of these temperatures across the board. Let's see, again, we had lower 60s, Hondo 61, Pleasanton 63, up around San Marcos 61, Hallettsville also in the lower 60s, around 63 degrees. Weather is very nice for a couple of reasons. One, we've got kind of a west-northwesterly flow in the mid and upper levels. It's a sinking motion. We've got high pressure in place, not a lot of moisture return. And so it's just a really nice day. You may be traveling. If you're traveling this weekend, let's take a look at the temperatures across the nation. One thing I will tell you, it's been really wet up in Washington State and Oregon. Up there in Oregon, the highs today will be, let me back this up a little bit. Highs will be in the 40s, about 47 up there in Portland. Now, if you're going to Minneapolis, St. Paul, take the parka. High today, 15. Chicago 22, Buffalo, New York around 26. Most of the country dry, so most of the country good flying weather, except for if you're going to be flying to Sierra Nevada in California or maybe the northern Mountain West from Salt Lake City into Idaho and the northwestern part of the country, rather really wet there. Okay, so what happens next? Well, looking at the upper levels, just kind of a westerly flow. At least we're getting rid of that really dry west-northwesterly pattern, but we're replacing it with something that's almost worse. It's a upper level ridge. You notice the ridge building in for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and that's a sure recipe for warmer temperatures. Now the question is, how much warmer than average? And I'll answer that in just a second. I don't see any kind of storm systems. I think the best we can do as far as rainfall is maybe Sunday the 28th and Monday the 29th, somewhere in that vicinity with the next cold front. But it looks like we're going to finish the year about 4 inches below average as far as rainfall, and that's not good. But I think next year, and I'm basing this on what happened in the mid-50s when they had like 3 or 4 years of drought. The year they came out of the drought, kind of, and they didn't come out of the drought, but the rainfall wasn't horrible. The rain amounts were like this year, about 27. And then the following year jumped up into the 40s. So we can hope that the same kind of deal will happen for us going into 26. Let's say 69 degrees. Temperatures in the morning, I think, will drop down to about 50. And then we'll have some fog around the area. It's going to be real iffy here in Bexar County, but I think we probably will see some fog in the morning, and then we'll break out into some sunshine. And I think Sunday may be very similar. In the pollen count, all you've got is mold. Mold is moderate. Okay, let's take a look at this 14-day. Just massaged it, just updated it. 69 for a high today. Tomorrow, fog in the morning, 48 for low, 77 for a high. First day of winter, fog in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, cold front comes in, 73. And then as we head into Tuesday, fog in the morning and high 79. So 78 Monday, 79 Tuesday. Now Christmas Eve, high 78, and I think Christmas Day about 78. It could be warmer, but I'm limiting that because I do think we're going to have some cloud cover. If we have a lot of cloud cover, like all day, which is a possibility, then highs would be like low 70s. But either way, I think we're going to be in the 70s and temperatures above average for Christmas. And then a 40% chance of rain on the 28th with a cold front. And then New Year's, it's a long way out and it gets a little iffy. But I'm thinking New Year's Eve, 65 for a high. If you're going out that night, probably 60s, 50s, something like that, which is really average, I mean, for this time of the year. And then New Year's Day, 68 degrees, and it does look like the weather is going to be nice around New Year's Eve and into New Year's Day. You know, usually around here, around that time period, we usually have a really cold outbreak that comes in, and, but not this year. I think it's going to be pretty decent. All right. Well, I got to go run do the noon show. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Make sure to watch 4, 5, 6 tonight and 10. And I will not be back tomorrow. You know why? It's Saturday. But I will be back on Monday. All right. Enjoy the nice weather today. Again, we appreciate it. Thanks for streaming with us, and we will see you later.